afternoon, no? Yeah. I don't even know what time of day it is. And it's not even like just the afternoon. It's like 3:30, 4 o'clock. It is for me anyway. Sunday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We have been all go here this weekend. I'm not going to lie. But all good, fun, exciting stuff. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I've said that we live on our wee farm. Previously, my last 2 videos, and we've just had some lambs be born in the last few days, so it's very exciting. And we've got a couple more pregnant sheep too who are due anytime. So there's lots of you guys in New Zealand who've grown up on farms, it's like meh. But for me, who grew up fully towny near London, it's like, oh my god, a farm! I love it, honestly. It's so fun. I'm out there every like 20 minutes. Check in to see if there's any more baby lambs. So here today to give you a wee rundown on something that it took me a wee while to get my head around, but when I heard it presented this sort of way, I was like, oh, that just makes so much sense. Why did I not start this years ago? So here I am. So I am going to tell you guys why, in my opinion, but also some facts, and you may disagree, but that's okay. This is how I feel about it, why network marketing is better than a job, a traditional job or a corporate job, all right? I'm going to go through some reasons with you. If you get some value from this and want to share it, if you are a network marketer and think, yes, 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 and you want to share it, because I have those moments too, please feel free to share this video anywhere. Share with your teams if you have a team, just wherever, share wherever you want to share it, I don't mind. So why is network marketing better than a job? Oh. So I feel like I'm very qualified to talk about this too, because I've worked since I was quite young. I was 14 when I had my first job, and that was a paper route. I can't remember how many papers I delivered, but basically I worked as soon as I could. And growing up, my mum had worked a lot. My dad worked when we were with him as well. So everybody that I knew worked. The thing was, you went to school, you went to uni, and then you got a job and you worked in that job forevermore. So everybody worked, and that was how they earned money, and so that was my view, and there's probably a lot of your views too, right? So I started a paper round, that was my first job, and then when I was old enough, I did some babysitting. So in the evenings after school, I would go to my mum's friends' houses and look after their kids while they were out or doing whatever. And then I worked part-time in a supermarket whilst I was at school doing my English exams, and then I went to uni and I worked part-time whilst I was at uni too. So I was always bringing in some sort of an income somehow. Again, if I'd found this back then, I wouldn't have had to do that. But I was stupid and I didn't know. I was none the wiser. So now I'm a nurse. And do you know what? Really, I'm one of the lucky ones, because no matter what goes on in the world, especially with recent events, there's always, always, always jobs for nurses, right? So honestly, I value that. I feel very privileged to have a job that I don't have to worry about in that sense, you know? Very, very lucky. But most jobs are not that secure. All right, and even with that, oh yes, it's easy to get a job, or easier than a lot of other industries to get a job in, but nurses generally are very overworked and underpaid. I have never met a nurse that goes, oh yeah, my job's real easy, it's so relaxed, I don't have to work hard at all, it's cushy, I get all my time with my kids, it's easy peasy. No. Nurses work bloody hard. I don't even care what kind of nursing job it is, nurses work hard. Period, right? And they don't get paid their worth, all right? So in the corporate world or other industries that are not so lucky, they don't have the same level of security, really, okay? Especially with the recent events with COVID-19 doing its rounds around the world. Unemployment has soared, and job rates or job opportunities or employment has plummeted, right? So unemployment's gone up, available jobs have gone down, basically. That is not good, all right? So it's harder for anyone to get a job. People are losing their jobs. People who thought they'd be in these jobs for years and years and years. Companies have folded because they've had to, because they're not getting their income, because the people are having to stay at home. So they can't do it. Restaurants, bars, all sorts of companies are closing. Big building companies are closing because even here in New Zealand, it was a few weeks and big companies had to close because they didn't get that income that they needed. It's sad and it's hard and it's scary, and it was even not secure in the corporate world prior to COVID, all right? And so, yeah, now you have a lot more people relying on benefits just to get by. They're relying on subsidies from the government just to get by. And what a horrible place to be in, to have to rely and feel unsecure about your life and about where you're going, especially if you have family and kids and a mortgage to pay, you know, it's scary. And as I said, the corporate world was unsafe before that. So myself and my family, we have experience in this as well. So my husband worked in the corporate world. He was in the army for many years and then left the army, got a corporate job, enjoyed it to start with, until we realised he was gone crazy early and not back until crazy late at night. So he never saw his family. He got paid well, but then he got made redundant. So that wasn't secure. And that, you know, we were surprised he lasted as long as he did, looking at other people getting made redundant prior to him. It's scary and just always on edge. Yes, the money was coming in and we were okay there and then, but if that stopped, we were like, whoa, you know? And that's the scary thing about it. So he got made redundant and we were like, what do we do? And we got there, we got through, we worked hard, we managed to make things sort of fall into place. Not everybody's that lucky though, you know? Not everybody is able to do that. But it did, it had a big impact on our life, you know, for a long time. It was scary. So let's get into it. In a job, basically you have two choices, okay? And you can argue this, that's fine, but this is just my experience, my opinions, my views, okay? So number one, your first option in a job, any job really, is to work really, really hard and to really try and become an asset to that company, or to that organisation, and to really try and excel and put a hell of a lot of work in, make it your life, you know? You go hard because you want to get noticed and you want to reach the top in that organisation or whatever. What happens when you do that is, yes, it can work, but you also have to get quite good at politics, right? So, because the moment you start to achieve in a normal job in the corporate world, other people are judging you. Other people want to bring you down because they want to achieve, right? So there's the people who are just above you, your seniors, your supervisors. And as soon as you start to achieve and get noticed, they feel like their jobs are threatened. So they're going to do what they can to push you back down. And the people on your level, they don't want you to go up faster than them, so they're going to try and drag you back in too, right? So yeah, if you become a candidate for somebody else's job, they're going to try and find a way to bring you down. So you need to become a politician so that you can manage all of that. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't know about you. But if you like politics, then that's for you. Great. Good on you. Go for gold. And I honestly hope you succeed, okay? Personally, I don't like politics. I don't like drama. And I can't think of anything worse. But in the corporate world, performance alone is not enough, right? You're not just paid on your performance. There's a whole bunch of other factors that come in and influence it and can often make it a not very comfortable place, right? So, yeah, ultimately, you're only going to get paid so much for that performance that you do as well. And then you're going to hit a peak. You're going to hit the top of wherever you are. And you're not going to be able to get paid more than that, but you're still going to have to work really, really hard just to maintain that income. And then you might have to work harder because they're going to give you extra work because you can handle it, because you're amazing, because you've proven yourself, you know? Basically, in the corporate world, security is a myth. Ultimately. Sorry, guys. If you don't like that, it's the truth. So option number two. In most jobs or within the corporate world, the other opposite thing that you can do is you can hide. You can get into your corporate job and you can hide. So you go to work, you don't disagree with anyone, you don't make anyone mad, you want to keep everybody happy, everybody sweet, you don't want to get noticed, so you don't want to throw ideas out there, you only agree with stuff when it's safe to do so, because you don't want to be the one who came up with that, you might then get a promotion. You just want to earn what you're earning to get through that day, to get through that week, that month, that year, to get you 3%, whatever it is, increase annually, right? You're happy with that, that's all you want. So you have to hide, because if you don't, then you're going to get noticed. But the problem with hiding is then if they make redundancies and things like that, you're going to be the first one to go, because they're going to be like, oh, who's that person? Oh, we don't need to worry about them. They're not exceeding. They're not putting more effort in. You know, it's a scary world. It really, really is. So, yeah, you just want to stay where you are. Network marketing, guys, is very, very different. Very different. If you perform, you get paid. Okay? Network marketing, if you perform, you get paid. No politics whatsoever. All right? The computer can't tell what your background is. The computer can't tell what your experience level is. The computer can't tell who you know or how you've performed previously in previous jobs. There's none of that at all. If you perform, you get paid. Right? That's network marketing. And no, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, it's really easy. You're just going to do all these Facebook posts and it's easy peasy. It's not easy, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. But if you do it right, it will work. And you will succeed. And you will get paid on your performance. And that can carry on going up and up and up. There's no cap. Right? There's no, oh yeah, you've gone up the pay scale. You're at the top of the pay scale. Now we're not going to pay you anymore, but we expect you to keep working this hard forever, evermore. Right? So with network marketing, I've been paid more in it than in my full-time job. And my full-time job, I went to uni for 4 years. I did my 3-year nursing degree, and then I did a year postgrad. And so I worked really, really hard, right? And I worked while I was studying as well. And then I've worked for the pay that I'm on now, 14 years experience in nursing, right? I'm 35 now, qualified when I was 21. And I've worked hard all that time to get paid what I'm getting paid now, right? Network marketing, I've been earning more than that a year and a half in, with no experience, with no study, with no massive university fees. You know, it's not rocket science. So if you really want to be paid your worth, not what somebody else thinks you're worth, then network marketing is for you, okay? It's the only industry I know that wants to pay you more money as well. They're like, yeah, come on, you can do this, get up, get higher. We want to pay you more next year. We want to double that next year. It's awesome. They want to pay you more, okay? And as I said, there's no caps. And you can do it from the comfort of your own home. In these big corporate positions, yes, you can be earning $1 million a year, but you've got to work bloody hard for that $1 million a year. Doctors, for example, they've got to work really, really hard and they're never home. They get good money, yeah, but they've got no time to spend their money or to enjoy what they've bought with their money, you know? Whereas with network marketing, you can be earning that much whilst you're picking up your kids from school and taking your kids to those extracurricular activities, whilst you're going on holiday with your family, because you can work this from anywhere. All you need is a smartphone, basically, okay? So, yeah, within a big company, you've got to keep working hard. If you stop working hard in a company or as a doctor, in the corporate world, whatever, if you stop working hard, that money's going to stop too, right? With this, you can work hard for a short time, but do that around your kids, okay? So you're not having to take time out from your what's important to you. Work hard for a short time, and then you can cut way back on the work that you're doing because you've built this organisation, and you can do not a lot, but still get paid for it. You can get paid when you go on holiday. You can go on holiday when you want to, not when somebody else tells you you can. You can go on holiday for as long as you want, not the four weeks annual leave you've got a year, right? It's just amazing, okay? So yeah, that ultimately, I'm gonna leave it there because I think, well, I've summed it up. I'm getting real like about it. But that ultimately is why network marketing is better than a job, right? I feel. Now, if you've got any questions about that, or you want to ask me anything, or anything at all, just go find me on Facebook and flick me a message. It's probably the best way to get in touch with me. I'll put my name down here. You can search me. That's how I am on Facebook. Flick me a message. If I'm not friends with you, it'll go to my message requests, and I will check that often. So feel free to flick me a message and ask me any questions. And if you are interested, or you've been thinking about this opportunity, whether it's with my company or a completely different one, just the industry, and you're like, oh, I just need something, I don't know, or you've heard something in here and you're like, yes, that's made my mind up. I'm going to go back to that person I was talking to and I'm going to say, yes, I'm ready. All right? Or if you want to come in and join our team, flick me a message. Find me on Facebook, flick me a message, and let's go hard. Let's do this, eh? Because who doesn't want more time at home with their kids and their loved ones? We have been able to, I'm still working, but my husband is working very part-time too. We wouldn't be able to both be working part-time if it wasn't for this. It's given us the opportunity to have more family time, and that's beautiful and amazing. We don't get sick of our kids because we share the load. All right, that's all, guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. And even if you just want to get in touch for a chat, please do it, because I love to connect with new people. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get notified next time. And if you haven't watched my previous 2 videos yet, please go back and have a wee look at those. All right, have a good one, guys. Happy weekend. Bye.